Hello my friends, Virus here, and it is officially June, and you know what that means. It's just about time for a new Nintendo Direct. Considering the last one was a partner showcase, I feel like there's a lot for Nintendo to show off, and I feel like that was intentional because they wanted this Direct to be huge. I think we had a pretty good Direct last year for June, and I'm really excited for this one. Of course, I have a list of predictions here right next to me, and we're just gonna go down the list. First up on the list, probably not a surprise to anyone who's been around the channel before, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD overview trailer with a demo. Now, I'm not sure if this will actually happen in the Direct. It might happen after, it might happen just before. I say this because there was an overview trailer already in Japan for Nintendo's Japanese YouTube channel, so I don't know if that means it's gonna show up before or after the Direct, but considering it hasn't been released yet in the Americas, I'm guessing they might be saving it for this Direct, which would be very nice. And I would really like to see a demo. I would really love to see a demo of like the first 3 missions or so. Just something, even if it's like the first mission of the game, I really want a demo of this because I really want to be able to play it early. And it's totally not because I want to make content on it. Definitely not. How heinous. But this isn't all I want in like a Luigi's Mansion announcement in the Direct. I want a surprise reveal of Luigi's Mansion HD. Now this might not be likely considering we had the 3DS remake of Luigi's Mansion, but I really think it would be nice to have all 3 Luigi's Mansions on Switch. And they did this for Pikmin last year as well in the last June Direct, so I wonder if they could do that for Luigi's Mansion. Because come on, you can't tell me that having Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, and 3 all in one place isn't super convenient and super cool. Plus, Luigi's Mansion 1 isn't the longest game, so I think it would be a really good game to play while we're waiting for Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Next up on the list is a brand new Kirby game. It really feels like we're overdue for a Kirby game. I know it's only been, just over a year, I believe, since the last one, but we usually have a Kirby game or just like little eShop title every year or so I really want to see a new Kirby game. I really think they could pull off one more Kirby game on the Switch considering the Switch's successor is on the horizon. This prediction might just be because I'm a Kirby fan and I really want to have more Kirby games, but I would love to see a new Kirby title or maybe even a remade title. Probably more so along the lines of a brand new Kirby game considering we got Return to Dreamland Deluxe last year. But yeah, just new Kirby. Next up on the list is a new Mario Party game. Now there's been this rumor floating around the internet that there's this code name going around. I think it's codename Gourmet or something like that. And people are assuming that it might be Buffet, I'm not sure. It's either Gourmet or Buffet. And people are thinking that this could be a new Mario Party game because I believe the last Mario Party game had a very similar code name, so people are associating this with a new Mario Party game. I definitely think just like one more just original Mario Party on Switch would be really cool, and I loved the last one. Mario Party Superstars was really good. Yeah, I would just really like a brand new Mario Party game on Switch, or just like a remake of a Mario Party game. I know that's technically what Superstars was, but just like a new Mario Party game on Switch would be really cool. Next up on the list is probably not gonna happen. I'm really just putting this on there for the fans of it. Tomodachi Life on Switch. If you haven't seen my last video, I highly recommend you check it out, but I went into how this is probably gonna be the last big Direct for Switch. This is probably Tomodachi Life's best chance to be on Switch. At this point, I think they would just make a sequel to Tomodachi Life instead of the full-on HD remake, but just seeing anything like Tomodachi Life on the Switch would be really nice. Plus, it would give Mii's more usage on the Switch as well. Because Mii's, what do they have? They have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You can use them in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, I believe. You can use them in Miitopia, and that's really all I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, and Nintendo Switch Sports. If there are any other uses of Mii's that I missed, be sure to pop comments down below. But yeah, just Tomodachi Life on Switch would be cool, whether it's a sequel or a remake. Next up on the list is a brand new Mario & Luigi game. Now, I have a pretty big fondness for this series, and I would really like to see it come to Switch because it's been quite a while since the last Mario & Luigi game, mainly due to the closure of Alpha Dream, the developers of the Mario & Luigi series. But considering the trademark was renewed somewhat recently for the IP, and they also acknowledged it in a Mario RPG survey, I think it's more likely than ever that we'll see a Mario & Luigi game on Switch, which is really nice. Whether it's a remake or a new game, I don't care. I would really just like to see a new Mario & Luigi game on Switch. Next up on the list, I believe that this is the Direct that we will see Metroid Prime 4. They gave us Metroid Prime Remastered as a way to, hold us off while they work on this game. And considering that this could be the last really big Nintendo Direct for Switch, I really believe that Metroid Prime 4 has a huge chance of being shown off, whether it be gameplay or a release year or just like Samus waving at us. I want to see something tangible of Metroid Prime 4. It's been in development for a pretty good while now, and I would really like to see just some reveal of it, because Bayonetta 3 was in the same situation where it was like years and years until we heard anything about it, and then it was just revealed and said, hey, it's coming out this date. So just anything Metroid Prime 4 related would be very cool. maybe even another Metroid game, like maybe Metroid Prime 2 remastered, who knows? But yeah, Metroid Prime 4, I really want to see it at this Direct. Next up on the list is a brand new Fire Emblem game or a remake. It's been a while since we had a new Fire Emblem game on Switch, and something tells me that we're due for one. I'm personally not a Fire Emblem fan. I tried Three Houses when it came out. It's pretty alright. I only played a little bit of it, so I can't really form an opinion on it. I'm mainly putting this for the Fire Emblem fans because I know they want a new game or a remake. I've heard people online asking for a Fire Emblem Awakening remake. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, just anything Fire Emblem related, and that would be nice. Next up on the list is a new Dragon Quest game. It's been a while since we had something Dragon Quest related on Switch, and considering the recent announcement of the HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest III, I think it has a pretty good chance of being at this Direct. I played the demo for Dragon Quest XI's all that time ago, back in 2019, and it was a solid demo. From what I played of it, it was pretty fun. And I do believe the Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 are already on the Switch eShop, but a remake of 3 would be really nice because I've heard people really like that game and I would love to experience it. But yeah, just anything Dragon Quest related, that'd be really cool. Next up on the list is a new Zelda game or HD remake / remaster. Now, since the Switch's launch, people have been begging for a port of Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD. And like I said before, this is probably the last big Nintendo Direct for the Switch, so it'd be really cool to see those two games finally come over, whether it's just one or the other or both. Or it could be cool to see a brand new Zelda game, maybe to repeat Breath of the Wild. Maybe a new Zelda game could release on Switch the same time as it could on a Switch successor. Maybe it could be a cross-platform release again. I didn't mention this in my Metroid Prime 4 prediction, but considering how far we are into the Switch's life and considering that the Switch's successor is on the horizon, I'm honestly wondering if Metroid Prime 4 will be a multi-platform release, both releasing on Switch and the Switch successor. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, any new Zelda game or an HD remake or remaster would be really nice. Next up on the list probably won't happen. This is mainly just for me because I really like this game. Super Mario 3D Land on Switch. The first Mario game on the 3DS, really fun, really unique music to me, and in my opinion, it's a really solid 3D platformer. I also think paired with 3D World, I think those two would look really nice together on Switch. And if the Switch's successor has backwards compatibility, as I discussed in this video, it'd be really cool to play both of those games on Switch. So yeah, I'm really hoping for a Super Mario 3D Land Switch port. Next up on the list kind of just goes into some of the other predictions on this list, but just any new Mario game. A 3D Mario game, a 2D Mario game, a Mario spin-off, Mario commits tax evasion, Dr. Mario 64 remastered, whatever. Next up on the list kind of goes into 11 a bit, but Super Mario Galaxy 2 HD. Now, if you were a Switch owner in 2020, you will know that they released Super Mario 3D All-Stars on Switch as part of their 35th anniversary for Mario. The problem was it had Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, and Mario Sunshine, but no Galaxy 2. Galaxy 2 was excluded from that collection. And since then, we haven't seen anything relating to a Super Mario Galaxy 2 HD since then. So it'd be really cool to get a Super Mario Galaxy 2 HD because it's pretty fun. And they've shown with this 3D All-Stars collection that it is possible to map the spin to a button, so what's stopping them from making a Super Mario Galaxy 2 HD for Switch? Next up on the list is kind of going along with 11 and 12, Super Mario Galaxy 3. It's wacky, it's weird, it's random, it probably won't happen, but if it does, I can say I predicted it, and that would be cool. I don't really know how they would pull off a third Galaxy game, because Galaxy 2, I believe, is a retelling of the original story, so would they do like a retelling of a retelling? I'm not sure. Anything Mario Galaxy related would be cool. Next up on the list probably won't happen, and that's okay, my feelings won't be hurt if it doesn't, a Pikmin 2. I picked it up pretty late in the Switch's life, I'll admit, and I've only played like 30-40 minutes of it, but I don't hate it. I don't particularly love it, I don't hate it, I'm somewhere in the middle with it, but I know it has its fan base, and it would be cool to see a new Hey Pikmin game, or maybe Hey Pikmin HD on the Switch, that'd be cool. Again, might not happen, but if it happens, I can say I called it, you know? Next up on the list is a brand new Nintendo Switch Online update, whether that be new features, a new legacy console, wink wink GameCube, just anything. Maybe new icons for your Switch, maybe new game trials, just anything Switch Online related would be pretty cool to see. Now, I don't want to just see Mario. I want to see Luigi, specifically Luigi. I don't care if he's on screen for like 2 frames, I just want to see Luigi at this Direct. We've gotten pretty lucky with this prediction in the past, so why not again, right? Next up on the list is a really big third-party reveal. People on the internet have wondered if this is the Direct that will finally get news on Hollow Knight Silksong. That would be pretty cool. I know that game has been missing in action for quite some time, and people really want to see just anything else on it. So just a big third-party reveal will be really cool to see, and we're gonna move right along. Next up on the list is a new Donkey Kong Country game. I mainly put this on this list because I really want to see something out of Retro Studios, because I don't think they've released anything since Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and that was quite a while ago. And also, I just would really like to see an original Donkey Kong Country game on Switch. And if this Switch successor isn't backwards compatible, they can always just port it to the next console. That's what they did with Tropical Freeze from Wii U to Switch, why not do it from Switch to Switch 2, you know? But yeah, just a new Donkey Kong Country game would be really nice, and I really gotta get back to playing Tropical Freeze. Next up on the list is a new Octopath Traveler game or a new game in a similar style. I'm talking about games like Triangle Strategy, Unicorn Overlord, games like that. I would really like to see the HD 2D style come back in a Square Enix game, and it's probably one of my favorite styles of video game now. I love Octopath Traveler. I still haven't finished it yet, but I really like the characters. I really like the gameplay. I love the just feel of the game. So I would really like to see a new Octopath Traveler game or just like a game similar to it. Now this is my last prediction, and it's probably the one I want the most. And that says a lot because Luigi's Mansion's on this list. I want to see Yoshi's Woolly World Deluxe. It's one of the only games that hasn't come over from the Wii U, and I think there's a good reason for that. 1, amiibo costumes. If you scan an amiibo in the game, you get a Yoshi costume. So if you scan a Mario amiibo in the game, then you get a Mario Yoshi. At the time of release, Yoshi's Woolly World was compatible with pretty much every amiibo on the market, besides some exclusive ones, I believe. Other than that, it was pretty much compatible with every single amiibo on the market to date. And I'm guessing that's why it's taking so long for this to release, because there are a lot of amiibos. So that would obviously equate to a lot of amiibo Yoshis. The other reason is, well, there are 2 versions of Yoshi's Woolly World. Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World on the 3DS, and Yoshi's Woolly World on Wii U. It was really kind of a pick and choose situation. You either had to pick better graphics or more content. So I think if they find a workaround to like combine both of the games into one, I think they'd make for a solid game. And this prediction is actually why I chose to Let's Play Yoshi's Crafted World on my channel rather than Yoshi's Woolly World. If I Let's Played Yoshi's Woolly World and a brand new deluxe version came out, then my Let's Play would be kind of dated. Plus, this is one of my all-time favorite games. I'm a real sucker for Nintendo's smaller game series, I guess. I love the Yoshi series, I love the Kirby series, and I would love to see Yoshi's Woolly World Deluxe on Switch. It might not happen, and they might just decide to do a sequel to Yoshi's Crafted World instead, but a deluxe version of Yoshi's Woolly World would be so cool. And that's the video. I don't know when this June Nintendo Direct is supposed to be because it hasn't been announced yet as of the time of recording this, but who knows, it might be announced the day that this video goes up, which would be really nice. And I can definitely see Nintendo just waiting a little bit longer so they have their own spotlight, considering Summer Games Fest just happened, and Sony's State of Play just happened, and Xbox's Showcase just happened. I can definitely see them waiting just a little bit so they have their own kind of spotlight. But yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to catch my reaction to this Direct, be sure to subscribe to my second channel, Virus Reacts. It'll probably be somewhere on the screen or in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Virus out.